It's the only 5 people who have beaten Becker on this court. On Mayotte in '86, Lendl in '90, the first time he won a grass court title, Van Rensburg in '92, Stick in '93, and Jeremy Bates in '94.
Game Becker, ball change. 3 games all, new balls.
Well, you've heard us say before the importance of the 7th game in a set. So often the pivotal moment. And this was where it happened in the first set. New tennis balls, thrill.
$15 left. $30 left. $40 left.
Edberg really has to stretch up for this overhead.
Latin for service. Edberg leads 4 games to 3.
Good game there by Stefan Edberg. Really was a spirited game. He's looking very eager now, and this is the stage in the set I think that he would have liked to have been in the first set, just keeping his nose in front, giving him the chance now to put the pressure on Becker and pounce on any short serves if possible. And it's likely, I think, that Becker it is possible that he might have a slight fall away in play at this stage of the set. He sustained such a high level of play throughout the match. He's got to have a little bit of a loss of control, a loss of confidence, or with his shot making. He really has applied himself so well. So very often with Becker, when he gets into the clinch stages of the match, the odd double fault does creep in. And that's something that Edberg will be hoping will happen. Second serve slightly short, allows Edberg to move forward. He's moving into the net. He was hell-bent on getting to the net there, wasn't he?
$15
Hasn't given Edberg many chances to do what the Swede did on the first point. His serving length has been generally very, very good indeed.
(30-15).
Relentlessly rolling forward, punching the ball heavily, and playing at the top of his form.
A real crowd-pleasing point here for Edberg. Look at him, he's moving forward and he out-volleys Becker at the net. A three-quarter court volley. So 30 all.
(40-30).
Perfect example of how to use the wind to your advantage. Sliced halfway up the sideline.
Deuce.
There was the double fault that Mark Cox was half suggesting. So this first serve now assumes greater than usual importance.
Well, this is a very good deep volley, but look at the backhand of Edberg. He put everything into it, but Becker was up to it. He was able to block that into the open court. That was tremendous play by Becker at the net.
That's wonderful.
Well, it's a fairly high return. Clips the top of the net, enough to slow the ball down to give Edberg time to find that angle. Well, both players are buzzing now.
Advantage, Becker. First serve.
Oh,
Game Becker.
absolutely perfect placement. Coming in fast behind his serve and realizing that he has to get down to it, bends the knees, punches the opened racket face for his winner. Here it is again. And a majestic game from Becker, answering Edberg's stronger challenge quite magnificently. 4 games all.
15 love.
Becker's fierce hitting has actually forced Edberg to play better and better. So with them both at the peak, this should be an interesting finish to the set.
Ow! 40 love. $40-15.
A very good point here by Becker. He doesn't lob great amount, but that lob was into the sun and it was perfectly placed down the line.
Edberg leads 5 games to 4.
So Edberg absolutely at his peak now, and yet he's had these 4 break points, 2 in the first set, 2 in the second, hasn't yet broken Becker. What is he going to have to do? Is there anything he can do to effect a break?
Well, he's doing the right thing, and what he's been subjected to, I think, on the 4 break points, Becker playing at his absolute best, and he has to give credit for Becker if that happens. But what he has to do is just hang in and just work the opportunities and hope that the opportunities come. If we were to look at this match, obviously Becker is a set-up, and one senses almost that Becker's going to win. But if you look at the number of points won, the opportunities that Edberg has had, he's had the opportunities too. So the difference is really very, very marginal. And the good thing from Edberg's point of view is that he served very well throughout this second set. He really hasn't been under any pressure. He's had extra pace on his serve. He's been very quick coming into the net. Occasionally he stayed back to break the routine. So his serve has been won very confidently. Becker, on the other hand, has had to struggle a couple of times. In fact, the last time he served, it was a tough game. A couple of double faults were thrown in. So Edberg must feel that he's in with a fighting chance.